Hi, and welcome to Facebook Live with Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. We had a little technical difficulty, so we're starting a couple minutes late. My name is Don Rank. I'm the chairman for the Pennsylvania chapter. I'm joined with Tammy Klinger, and your title is Head of Hunting License Services?
Chief of the License Division.
Chief of License Division. And we're going to talk about the Antlerless license and the new process by which we'll be getting our Antlerless tags this year. We put a lot of effort into helping pass Senate Bill 431, which updated the antiquated system we had for many, many years. And we want to make sure that our members are able to navigate this new system when it goes live in a few weeks. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let me ask you, we've had our members submit questions over the last few weeks, and I've had people want to drop in the chat, that's fine, and we'll get to as many as we can. First of all, when I buy my license for 2023 or 2024, the next hunting license, do they go on sale at the same time as the Antlerless tags, or there's two different start dates, or how does that roll out?
No, we'll be selling all of the base licenses with your Antlerless tag on day one, on June 26th, 8 a.m. Licenses will not be available prior to 8 a.m. There will be waiting, whether you're online or at an agent location, there's going to be waiting. We have a lot of passionate hunters in Pennsylvania.
Okay, so don't set your alarm for midnight and try
could
to
be
log in early. Yeah. I'm assuming that's the same with the DMAP tags. We'll go on at 8. Okay.
No, DMAP tags are going to be separate this year.
Okay.
DMAP tags we're selling later on August 14th at 8 a.m.
Okay.
When the third round starts.
Okay.
It gives us, our landowners, a chance to submit their applications, our biologists a chance to get all of the land entered, all of the units entered so they're available at the same time.
Okay.
Traditionally, it's taken us a while to get all of those units loaded,
Okay.
and it's confusing for the hunters. So we're aiming to get them all on online on the same date.
Okay.
So 8 a.m. August
Okay.
14th.
Perfect. Okay, good. I did not know that till today. So yeah, I would have been friendly looking for my DMAP areas too on that day.
We are sending out postcards
Okay.
to every hunter that purchased a license in Pennsylvania in one of the last 3 years.
Okay.
So on there, DMAP information's on there, and a little bit about the change to Antlerless. So we're making every effort to contact every hunter in one way, shape, or form.
Okay.
So yeah, the
good,
DMAP,
yeah.
the DMAP will be on that. Information will be on that.
Okay. How will the rounds go? I know that in the past it was certain date, first round residents, and then non-residents, and then second, and then all license over. How are those?
Very similar. The first I should mention is landowner Antlerless licenses are still available only at county treasurer's offices on June 20th. There's a letter going out to all of the landowner Antlerless hunters in previous years that will be going out this week, so they know what's changed, what hasn't, and what to expect. But other than that, the round structure is very, very much the same. June 26th, residents go on sale. July 10th, non-residents go on sale.
Okay.
We try to avoid those holidays, mostly for the agents, and make sure that all of our agents are available for sales.
Okay.
So June 26th for residents, July 10th for non-residents. Second round then starts on July 24th for everyone.
For everyone. Okay. Do I have to buy my Antlerless license online, or can I go, if I normally go to my local gun shop or Cabela's or Walmart, can I buy my Antlerless tags there, or do I have to be online for it?
No, you can buy them anywhere.
Okay. So anywhere you normally buy your hunting license,
Correct.
you can now buy your Antlerless license?
Correct.
Okay. That's a little bit easier. So I won't need any stamps
No
or
stamps.
a personal check?
No personal checks.
Okay.
No lost mail.
Lost mail. Is there a video tutorial anywhere on, or any way, anything on like Huntfish PA where you can learn how to navigate the system if you have questions afterwards?
There will be very soon. Just this morning, I was reviewing the videos that we created. There's one for agents and one for customers. So we have two different videos that are very much the same, but they will be posted online probably next week. We have to make sure everybody reviews it and and everything's correct.
Okay, and will that be pushed out on social media, or will it just drop into the?
It's very likely it'll be pushed out on social media as well. We want to make sure everyone gets the information. So any avenue we can work that through to our hunters, we'll make sure we take advantage of that.
Okay, so when that happens, we'll make sure we share it in our social media channels as well, so that our members can know that is out there. If I log in to do my hunting license and I'm buying my antlerless tags, can I purchase license for my kids and their antlerless tags at the same time, or do I have to log out and log back in under theirs?
You'll have to log back in under theirs. Unfortunately, this system, we are working towards getting that functionality, but that's a lot of configuration or a lot of coding that we have to work in. So we have to, unfortunately, we have to prioritize a lot of things, and we're very active here in changing things to represent what the hunters are concerned about, and email us about, call us about. So we're always talking about how to make things better. So that is one thing that we want to get done, but unfortunately we just haven't gotten there yet. So unfortunately, my suggestion is have as many devices open that you can log in under them, because you'll all be, if you're online, you'll be waiting in a queue. And it will tell you, we don't know if it'll tell you how long your wait is or how many people are ahead of you at the moment, but we will have something there. There will also be email notification. If you're waiting in a queue, you can submit your email. Have your email, you can walk around, do whatever you need to do. You'll get an email 15 minutes prior to you being allowed into the system to purchase. So you'll get ample time to get to your device and then log in when it's your turn.
So I can set up myself in the queue. Make my coffee, go about my day, and then wait for that.
Yes, we've thought through a lot of things. So and we have a lot of hunters in the commission. So we talk about them from a hunter's perspective as well as the business perspective. So that's what I would recommend. Have as many devices available as you can to make sure you all have adequate time to get the WMU of your choice.
Has there been, or what preparation has been done, because this is going to be a lot of people logging on at once, either at the licensed seller point or people from home? What preparation has been done to get the system ready for that?
A lot of testing. Just yesterday, we had staff in the Game Commission. We have a testing site that we prepare everything before we push it into the production site for purchase. So we test through there. We have everything set up pretty much the same as it is in production. Yesterday, we had as many staff as could afford to give up an hour to get in and test, which kind of tests the load in real human interaction way. We also have software that does load testing, but it works. It shows us how many will be able to get in the system without crashing the system. So we've been testing the queue, and we've been testing Hunt Fish to see what kind of load it can handle so we can know how many people to allow in Hunt Fish before it starts getting overloaded. So that's what the queue represents. So we don't overload Hunt Fish. Our whole goal is making sure that you can get the best experience for this as possible, but not crash the system. We're grateful that everybody is so passionate about hunting. We're doing everything we can to prevent any kind of issues. But we have a lot of hunters.
Kind of like fire safety occupancy of a building. We only have so many people in the building, and then you have to wait outside till somebody leaves.
And I do believe that there's agents talking about doing similar things to as a segue. But honestly, we've been testing this. We had 7 months to get this ready. And realistically, we're doing everything humanly possible to make this happen without any glitches. We can't guarantee there won't be any glitches, but we're doing everything that we can predict that may happen. Human behavior is often difficult to predict, but we're certainly trying.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Has the allocation of Antlerless license changed at all with the new process?
Not because of the new process. The scientific data is what the scientific data is. The biologists make those recommendations just based on population. So no, nothing has changed so far as allocation. Now 2H was absorbed into 2G. Now you'll see allocation has gone up for that, but just to represent the two combined. But for the process, no.
Okay. Do you anticipate them selling out faster, the Antlerless license?
I don't know I don't know what to expect. None of us really know what to expect. All of our sales patterns, show that our hunters have been very predictable in past years with the mail-in process, with the county treasurer's processing. Our hunters go to buy their general license at certain days to make sure they have their application for the mail-in and their envelopes. So we're turning that on its head. We're expecting a lot of hunters to go in there immediately, but we don't know. So those highly sought after units may sell out faster, but there's still really a bottleneck of what can go through the system. Our system cannot take 200,000 hits. There's very few systems that can, and in 7 months' time, it's not enough to really bolster it enough. So again, you'll slowly go into the system. You'll have a timer, a 15-minute timer that allows you to get through the sales process. That should be ample time for anyone to select and buy what they need. We've tested that as well. So 15 minutes, and then you will no longer have that Antlerless in your cart. It will go back into the allocation and available for sale again.
And right now you can apply for your elk license. So if you want to save yourself time while you're going through, instead of trying to pick out all your elk units, you can do that now, put that application in, and then that won't be part of your 15 minutes.
Correct.
So you're not losing your
that's a lot more clicks.
For
the
more
elk
clicks.
Applications. So that's a really good point. We did open that up February 1st for applications because we're shortening the sales season, the length of the season into July, just so our elk archery winners can have adequate time to get their outfitters to request their vacation from work and do everything they need to do. So that was the purpose of doing that. So those will stop on July 16th this year.
So it'll save you one less thing to do online once you're in there getting your Antlerless license and sitting in the queue and making sure that your 15 minutes are being
wisely.
used. Seeing if anybody has dropped any other questions in our feed. That was everything that has been so far. Do you have anything else you'd like to tell us about?
Active duty military.
Yes.
I knew there was something about that.
I knew I missed one.
In person. Unfortunately, for the active duty military, those licenses are guaranteed. No matter what the allocation is, those do not come out of the allocation. You are guaranteed your unit. So in that vein, you still have to go and personally apply for them at a game commission office, a regional office, headquarters, or a county treasurer office. You'll need to have your proof of meeting the criteria. So those are still, they're not available online just yet. We're working towards that. We're just not there yet.
Well, there's to prove that you're active duty military on orders is a few more things you have to put out before It's not like submitting your hunter education number or your CID number. You have to have orders and government ID.
And unfortunately, most of those documents are paper form.
Yes.
So you have to have those with you.
I've I was in the reserves and had multiple copies of every single set of orders I ever had for anything I ever needed.
Avid hunter.
So thank you for remembering that one. I think that was everything that has been that was asked. I mean, a lot of the questions were basically, where can I buy it? When can I buy them? And is the system going to crash? There's like the three major things, and I think you've answered all of them to the best that we can predict anyway.
Okay.
Is there anything else about the hunting license sales that you'd like to, any information that you get out there?
I just asked the hunters to be patient with our agents. This is the first year these agents are dealing with this amount of hunters, this actual process in and of itself. They've never sold antlerless licenses. So please be patient with them and bring your patients along. Maybe bring a beef jerky along with you if you have to stand in line so no one gets hungry and angry. Nothing else that I can think of. You know, it's basically going to be the same as every other year with the addition of antlerless. Long lines, we know that. Those are anticipated. If you have any other questions that come up, you can get them to us through Facebook. They will come to the license division to make sure that they're answering correctly. You can email the license division, you can email the game commission for anything, and that will get routed to the area that can answer it the best, and we're very prompt at getting answers out if it's something that we don't have to research. But yeah, we just want everyone to be fully aware of what we're going into. Be prepared. We're trying to prepare everyone for this as much as we can, and we're doing everything we can to prevent the system from crashing. Be patient with everyone, please.
Other than the extra, maybe the longer line, it seems pretty straightforward to me. Like, I buy my hunting license, I get my archery tag, my archery permit, my pheasant permit, my bear tag, and then just add on my antlerless tag, and then a few weeks later try to get my second one. That's pretty much it. Okay. Good.
So
good. Well, looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us and answering our questions today.
Happy to help.
Thank you.
Anytime we can.
Appreciate it. We'll get that link out for when the video comes for the tutorial. We'll get that on our social medias. And if you want to learn anything more about what BHA is doing in Pennsylvania or anywhere in the nation, just check us out at our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, or at backcountryhunters.org. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.